All right, going to point out a few things here that are slowing down y'all's Facebook ad results. But first, some proof of other ads I've fixed up and how much, their metrics have improved. And when running ads, the first thing we always care about, well, Facebook ads, is the metric unique CTR all. This is basically how many people out of 100 are not scrolling by our ads, aka how many people are clicking somewhere on our ads, aka how many people out of 100 is our ad entering their brain. And we care about that because it's the only possible way people will buy from us is if our ad enters their brain. So first ad, 4.3%, so like 4 out of 100 peeps, our ad was entering their brain. Had some mistakes. I fixed those mistakes, got it up to around 7 out of 100 peeps. So scaled CTR 1.6x. So 60% more peeps for the same ad spend. Our ad, 60% more brains our ad entered for the same ad spend. Next one going down, they were like 1.39%, like 1.5 out of 100. So I got it up to 9 out of 100. After fixing their mistakes, scaled CTR 6.5x. And the third ad also had some mistakes. They were at 5 out of 100, fixed those mistakes, got them to 15 out of 100, so scaled CTR 3x. All right, some other wins, my unique CTR all. Again, this is fixing these mistakes I'm going to show will allow us to really get our ad into way more people's brains out of 100. It looks like my average here is probably like 12%. And anytime anyone checks their metrics versus mine are almost always on top. All right, so here we go. So looking at this, we got the below creative cluster mistake. We got too much stuff below the creative, aka below our image or video. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we are doing what Meta recommends us to do. It recommends us fill out, all these fields, put this, some type of button on there. And that's because it earns Facebook more money, not us more money. Facebook actually causes more people to scroll on by, so Facebook can serve more ads per unit time, earn more money per unit time. All right, so consequences, way more people scrolling by our ad than necessary. We're burning money here. The creative, I looked at it. Yeah, I mean, creative's fine. It's an in progress. There are sometimes better ways to do it, but yeah, creative's fine. Third and final thing will be the headline. The see more headline, first 2 3/4 lines on Facebook Newsfeed Mobile. Here's a look at one of our past striping projects we completed for Carl Malone, Polaris at Heber. Always great working with awesome local businesses. All right, so this is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is, well, we're believing that this is the number one way to bring in buyers, get people interested in our ad, but we're really lacking context that would make the people actually click in here in the first place to take in our ad. And the consequence of this is way more people scrolling on by than necessary. So yeah, I can give you guys the fixes for this for $7, and all you got to do is duplicate the ad, apply the fixes, run both in parallel, and keep whichever one running that is winning.